Good morning, students. Today we have to discuss regarding trade and types of trade and auxiliaries to trade. Trade basically divided into two parts on the basis of geographical areas and on the basis of volume trade. On the basis of geographical area, it is divided into two parts, that is your internal trade and external trade. And volume of trade also divided into two parts, that is your wholesale trade and retail trade. External trade also divided into three parts, that is import trade, export trade and entry-port trades. Now we have to discuss one by one, that is trade means buying and selling goods with profit motive is known as trade, and on the basis of geographical area it is known as internal trade and external trade. Internal trade means the trade carried on within the country, or internal trade refers to purchase and sale of goods within the boundary line of country, and the payment is made in national currency either in cash or through banking system. Then external trade. External trade refers to exchange of goods and services between two and more countries, and payment involves foreign currencies. Then on the basis of volume of trade, it is also divided into two parts, wholesale trade and retail trade. Wholesale trade involves purchase and sale of goods of a specific type in bulk. A wholesaler purchases goods in bulk either directly from the producer or its agent and sell to the comparatively smaller quantum to the retailers. Thus, a wholesaler works as a link between producers and retailers. Retail trade involves buying goods in larger quantities from wholesaler and selling these in smaller quantities to ultimate customers. Retail trade has been conducted traditional through shops, stalls, peddlers, etc. However, in retail trade, some new features have emerged in mail order trading and internet trading, either by purchase of bulk traders and large scale retailing through specialized outlets like departmental store, chain store, etc. In general, retail trade is a link between wholesaler and ultimate to the customer. Now come to external trade, divided into two parts, import, export and entry port. Import trades, simply known as imports, involve purchase of goods and services to be used by the importers themselves or sold in the domestic market. For example, many Indian companies import raw materials, machine, etc. from foreign countries for their own use. Many importers import foreign goods to be sold in Indian market. Export trade, simply known as export, involves of selling of goods and services in foreign markets. For example, if an Indian firm selling garments in other countries, it is known as export trade. Entry ports means buying of goods from one country and sell the goods and services to other countries is known as entry ports. That means buying goods or import goods for export purposes. Import goods for export purposes is known as entry port. Now we have to discuss regarding the auxiliaries to trade. Auxiliaries to trade means those are helping to the trade or industries, that is known as auxiliary trades. Then providing service to the entrepreneurs or provided service to the trade or commerce is known as auxiliary to trade. Auxiliary trades are as follows: banking, insurance, transportation, warehousing, communication and advertising. Banking is the business of accepting deposits of money from public for the purpose of lending or investment which is withdrawable by check or other banking instruments. Business required sufficient funds for its smooth operation. So, bank provided very short term loans, short term, medium term and long term loans to the business as per their requirements. That is why banking is playing a very vital role in the growth and expansion of the business in the country. Insurance is a contract under which the insurer agrees to consideration of insurance premium to pay an agreed sum of money to the insured to make good the loss, damages or injury by some uncertain event or on expiry of contract period. There are two parties, insured and insurer. Insurance companies undertake the risks against the premium paid by the insured. If any loss are suffered by the entrepreneur or businessman, that actual loss will bear by the insurance company. Then next is transportation. Transportation provides the physical means which facilitates movement of people or goods and services from one place to another place. It provided time utility to the consumers. Warehouse refers to activities involving storage of goods on a large scale in a systematic and orderly manner and making them available when needed. That is provided time utility and also place utility. Then communication. Communication involves exchange of information and its understanding between two or more persons. And last is your advertising. Advertising is an impersonal form of communication which is paid for by sponsors to promote their products. That means it helps to increasing the sales of the goods in the markets. And advertisement gives detailed information regarding the product. The consumers will well known about the product and then they intend to buy the goods. That is the role of advertisement nowadays is very crucial. So, every producer spend huge amount of money on advertisement for creating demand in the market. That is about today, and next day we have to discuss regarding the other things of the nature and purpose of business. Thank you. Have a nice day.